Ese Cholo.
All right, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep in between the lines. Got your load secure. I decided just to go live tonight. Gives me a reason just to drink a little bit of my hot cocoa. I made so much, I needed 2 mugs. Check this one out, dog. My sons gave me this one. Gosh, I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago. It's a Game Boy mug here. Let me give you guys a little bit of a closer look. Uh-oh. Spence, huh? There we go. Yeah. And you know what? You know what this crazy thing is? Today, today is my son's 25th birthday. 25 years old, Arms. Damn, dog. That is crazy. We're gonna get into some stuff, but I'm just tripping out right now because I went out I went out, took him out for breakfast over the weekend for his birthday because I wasn't going to be able to hang out with him today. Obviously, man, I got to wake up super early. And this vato is turning 25. Damn, dog. What were you doing when you were 25? Where were you at when you were 25? Damn, it's crazy, dog. It's crazy because I'm over here thinking, like, damn, when I was 25, Holmes, I already had been locked up. I already had been trucking it for a few years. I already had both of my sons. It's crazy, man. I just like, damn. And I look at them, right? My youngest one is 21. My oldest one just turned 25 today. I look at him, I'm like, damn, it is crazy because I still see you like a young kid. You know what I mean? And I think of myself when I was 25. Uh Fonzie, what were you doing when you were 25, Holmes? Because my oldest son just turned 25 today. So I'm just kind of tripping out. Like, damn, dog, it is. It's crazy, homie. It's crazy, dog. Oh, you're in Ironwood. Yeah, dog. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like by 25, I already had been locked up. I'd been released. I had 2 kids. I'd been trucking it for a few years. I see him and I'm like, damn, dog, it looks like he's just barely getting his life going, where I was just like, gosh darn it, dog. Crazy, crazy, Holmes. Anyway, hey, check this out, man. My boy Gilu, he dropped the jam. I'm gonna get into a few things here tonight, but I want to start with my boy Gilu. He dropped a Freedom Ass jam, dog. Let me see. My oldest is turning 26 years old, and I'm going to be a grandpa this week. Okay, okay, dog. I'm not there yet, dog. I'm not there yet. Hopefully, it's years ahead of me. You know what I mean? I'm not rushing to get into that. But I want to go and say this, man. I'm going to go ahead and play my boy Gilu. I'm going to go ahead and bump his jam just so it could get a little bit of do. Now, I'll be real with you guys, dog. I'm not like the biggest rap fan because rap had kind of just turned, I don't know, dog. It just kind of fell off. I was a much bigger rap fan, back in the Death Row record days, West Side Connection days, those days, right? I was really into rap at that time. But I don't know, dog. Somewhere like in the late 90s or something, I started falling off on me. And then eventually I fell off like completely. I got no idea who the heck is rapping or who is rapping in the last 20 years. It's like you're just speaking a different language, dog, because I got no idea. But my boy Gilu, I do like his jams, and he dropped the jam today. So let's go ahead, let's play it. Now, I try to contact him to see if it was copyright, if I'm gonna get kicked off if I play his jam or not. So we'll see. If I get kicked off, I'll just come right back on, Holmes. All right. But if I don't, hey, we're not gonna play the video just in case, maybe they'll just allow the audio. But let's go ahead and just check out my boy G Lou. I'm gonna have my phone here. Let's see if I start getting any copyright alerts. I have one thing that kind of fell off for me when it came to rap is they kind of got away from the whole West Coast flavor, dog, and it just all started sounding the same. G Lou keeps it super West Coast. I'm not gonna pause it. Let's just go through it. You know what? That's Spencer. I don't think you guys were able to hear that. Yeah, no audio. Damn. Okay, hang on. I don't think I got it here. Okay. Here, let's try it this way then. Da-da. Son of a. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
You guys should be able to hear that.
back with the maniacs. Sunday, fun day. We about to go dipping once again. We on our way to the Low Rider show. About to hit a few switches, hit a few corners. Are you rolling with me? Come on, let's go.
Hey, real quick. Again, if we get kicked off due to the copyright, I'll be right back on. All right. I'll just start another live. So I try to get it from G Lou Holmes, but I hit him up a little too late. So here, I'm not gonna pause it. Let's just go through it.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Coming right back off the back, G. Lou Lee. On point with a joint roll loosely. Dipping down the boulevard like Big Snoopy. Shout out to my east side homie, Big Groupie. Every time I pull up to the set, it's a movie. Got a Cadillac sitting on 2, 3, 12s in the back, but they bump like 15s. On me, B to the C, 2026. Yo, we still in the streets. Getting money, getting bread, getting dope. Caravanning to the Long Beach Low Rider show. You know all the cars on hit. Candy paint gold D's with the European kit. All the car clubs rolled up thick. Saw the lady low riders and I had to get a flick. Hit the switch, drop it low, lift it up. Maniac on the beat, so I gotta give it up. Can't get enough of that G-Funk shit. And I feel like I'm up when I hit that switch. Front, back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day that we die. West side to the east, north, south and shit. More bounce to the house when I hop my shit. 3-wheel motion, we still floating down the boulevard, make a right on Ocean. DD in the front, riding shotgun. Big Spanx in the back, and he's sitting on a hot one. Leather seats feel like a sofa. Walking through the crowd, see the homie Mackie Mota. Miss Morales on the camera. Shout out to the homie Baby Gangster from East Santana. G Lou, you can call me G LeBeau. Sunday nights, you can call me on the G Lou show. Say what up, drop a thumb in the chat, and we gotta give love to the Tweed Cadillac. Run it back, make it down, lift it up. Maniac on the beat, G Lou on the cut. Run it back it down, lift it up. Maniac G Lou, we be giving it up. Get it up. I'm ready for a real good time. I'm really trying to blow your mind. In the city, in the 63, looking real nasty. Yeah. G Lou. Hey, giving it up one time for all the car clubs in Southern California. Yeah. Shout out to the Imperials. Shout out to the professionals. Shout out to the Southside Riders. Shout out to the Majestic SoCal and Compton. Shout out to High Class. Shout out to the individuals. Shout out to old memories. And I can't forget the ladies. Shout out to the Lady Lowriders Car Club. Shout out to Public Enemy, Mafia for Life, Damu Riders. Shout out to the B City Riders too. Yeah. G Lou, G LaFoe, you know. Hey Maniac, man, let that shit ride on out, homie. I'm gone. Hey, hit that switch. Hit that switch. Okay.
All right. All right. Shout outs to G Lou, man. He just dropped that jam today. I gotta get G Lou up on here, dog. I gotta get him up on here, man. His jams, like I said, I'm not that big of a rap fan. If I do like rap, it's the older stuff, homie. The older stuff, man. I stopped listening to rap, I don't know, over 20 years ago. I don't know, dog. It all just started sounding terrible, and I'm just, good gosh, dog. Horrible stuff, dog. Yeah, it is a good jam. What's up, Anthony Bravo? Yeah, man. So shout out to my boy G Lou. And yeah, man. Let's get into a couple of things. I just want to go ahead and throw that jam out there, man, because he dropped it today. G Lou's my boy. I'm gonna get him on here at some point. Let me see. Play La Familia from Kid Frost. That's gonna be all copyright, Holmes. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's get into a few things here, dog. I'm gonna get into this, and then I'm gonna get into some trucking as well. But let me go ahead and get into this right here. And that is, I don't know if anybody saw this story. Let me bring it up. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if anybody saw this story right here. Here, let's put it full screen. All right, let's go ahead and let's check it out, dog. It's kind of funny, Holmes, because, well, let me just go ahead and play it.
Our top story here tonight at 5, that heart-stopping video out of Fullerton. A child ejected from a moving car in a busy intersection. Tonight, his mother is charged with child abuse. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
I'm Jonathan Gonzalez in for Michael. Officials say that child is okay, but here's another look at that video. You can see the 19-month-old boy falling out.
What the heck? The hell is going on here, dog? What the hell is going on? Where kids are just falling out of moving vehicles, man. Are you kidding me? And I got G Lou hitting me up. All right, let me see. Hold on, let me take this call. Hold on. G Lou.
Solo Trucker, what's up, brother?
Hey, big dog. I just want to let you know you're live, homie, because I'm live right now. So you're live on the YouTube channel, big dog.
Oh, okay. What's up, chat? What's up, man? Much love, everyone. Your homeboy G Lou, G LaBoat. What's cracking, my brother?
No, homie, I was just getting at you because I wanted to see if it was okay to bump your jam on my live today, or was it copywritten? And I went ahead and played it, just let everybody know that, hey, you know what? Look, if we get copyright and we get kicked off, I'll just jump right back on. But it was all good, homie. I went ahead and bumped your jam, man, and people are digging it.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you, homie. Thank you, brother.
So
I should have had you in there, man. You know what I mean? Maybe the next one.
Hey, that'd be cool, dog. I could just be in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know what I always wanted to be on a music video, G Lou?
Oh yeah.
No.
That happen, man.
No. What I want to be in a music video, I always wanted to be like the scumbag, dog. I wanted to be like in a love story, and the guy that's like cheating or doing something dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you like some real shit, like a real scripted video, like drama series video, like on some, like a real movie script in a video, huh?
Yeah,
like
that? Dog. Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, homie, on top of that, dog, I wanted to have you come on the channel, brother, but we'll talk about that in private. But I appreciate.
Yeah, get at me. You already know I'm down, bro. You know I got you.
Yeah. All right, big dog. Hey, gracias for
All right.
calling in, homie, and I'll
Yes,
be in
sir.
touch, brother.
All right. Much love to everyone in the chat too, homie.
All
Peace.
right. Have a good night.
All right.
All right. Hey, man, that was G. Lou right there, dog. We just finished bumping his jam. That's right, dog. G. Lou hits me up, man. Feed, man. Shouts to G. Lou right there. Okay, so let's see. Let me actually turn the ringer off. Okay. Shouts to G. Lou, man. Okay, so what was I? Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's do this. All right. So we got kids falling out of cars, dog. Let's see it again.
Well, officials say that child is okay, but here's another look at that video. You can see the 19-month-old boy falling out of that white car.
Hey, by the way, I'm gonna open up the phone lines in case anybody wants to call in, dog. I will open up the phone lines in case everybody wants to call in. Okay. Look, I'm only laughing because nobody was hurt. Had that car ran over the little kid, I wouldn't be laughing. Okay. I'm sure the kid suffered some scrapes and bruises. He'll be fine. All right. That's the only reason why I'm laughing. Okay. Had the kid really got hit by a car, I wouldn't be laughing. I'm just laughing because it's like, what the heck? Look at it.
That video. You can see the 19-month-old boy falling out of that white car.
Now check out the mom, Holmes. Check out the mom. Here comes mom.
Out of that car with a white car pulling up right behind him. And it's at that point his mother comes around and scoops him up off the street. Tonight, police say she's responsible for this.
NBC4's Keenan Willard live in Fullerton with the message we're hearing tonight from police. Keenan.
Colleen calling this video terrifying, but the situation was ultimately preventable. They tell me here in Fullerton that this video should really serve as a wake.
By the way, if anybody doesn't know, Fullerton is in Orange County.
Wake-up call for all families with young children. Video from a witness sent to Fullerton PD investigators shows the scene here last Tuesday. A black SUV turning from Euclid Street onto Malvern Avenue.
The black SUV makes a left-hand turn and a small child falls out of the vehicle.
The video shows a 19-month-old boy fall face down from the front passenger door.
Something else fell out. Did you guys see that? It's white. It's on the ground. It fell out when the kid fell out himself. The mom didn't bother grabbing that. I think mom was just kind of like, hurry up, get the kid, put him back inside, and let's get the heck out of here.
Or into the street, the car behind stopping just feet away from the child. A woman can be seen grabbing the boy and heading towards the driver's side of the car. Police today identifying her as the boy's mother.
We located the mother and child. They were people that lived in the city of La Habra.
Fullerton PD says the boy was taken to a hospital for his injuries and is expected to fully recover. The mother, 35-year-old Jacqueline Hernandez, was arrested and charged with felony child abuse. Police telling us this incident could have ended up much worse, and the video sends a strong message about car safety for kids.
I think it's a concern for anybody. The shock factor of the video, it hopefully just helps people realize, hey, if I have kids, I need to make sure that they're buckled in the appropriate seat.
Now, we did speak with the grandmother of the boy who came out in that video. She did not want to come out on camera, but she did say that her daughter, Jacqueline Hernandez, is still in jail as of this afternoon, expected to make her first appearance in court tomorrow. In Fullerton, Keenan Willard, NBC4 News.
Wow. Okay. So should she get locked up, or was this just kind of a freak accident? Again, I don't know why, dog. Good gosh, dog. This kid just falls out from the front seat as well, dog. So, okay. So this kid is 19 months old. Okay. This kid is 19 months old. All right. I'm not even really sure how they figured it out. I don't know if they got the license plate or what. Should she get locked up? What was she saying? What was she charged with? Felony something? I forgot, man. But she got locked up. Should she have gotten locked up? Or should this just be just kind of like, hey, mom, you know what? Do a better job. Look, I'll go ahead. I'll tell you guys this, man. I'll tell you guys this. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, in the 80s, right? in the 80s. Shouts to the 80s, man. Everyone always talks about the 90s, right? Don't get me wrong, homie. The 90s had the times, man, but the 80s was freedom at two, homie. I was a little kid in the 80s. We didn't wear any seatbelts. Now, I get it. Times have definitely changed. Don't get me wrong. But I remember just rolling around in the back seat, dog. Just turns and everything. Whoa, and everything. I remember I busted my bottom lip because they had to slam on the brakes and I hit my face in the front seat, just pow, right? And made my lip bleed. I mean, times were definitely different. I get it. I'm not trying to excuse this mom or anything. But here's the thing. This kid is 19 months old. For one, what is the kid doing riding in the front seat? What is the kid doing riding in the front seat? Now, we don't know if the kid was wearing a seatbelt or not. That is why at a certain age, you still got to have the kid in a baby freaking whatever baby seat, dog. I haven't had little kids in a long time, but little car seats or the booster seats. At 19, 19 months old, I think they still got to be in the freaking little car seat thing. I think I got no idea. But then again, how does the door open? Did the 19-year-old, the 19-month-old, did really pull the door handle open? I got no idea. Maybe she just had him there with the regular seatbelt on. That seatbelt is not going to hold that kid. And that little kid comes out rolling, dog, like a little roly-poly, Holmes. That little sucker. Look at this. Right onto the asphalt. Damn. Hey, dog, that back tire almost nailed the kid's head. That back tire. Here we go. Ooh, wow, that was close. Damn, that was close. I'm sure the kid is crying. Mom goes, picks the kid up, jump in the ride, and let's get the heck out of here. Damn. I only laugh because the kid wasn't seriously hurt. All right. I'm sure the kid has scrapes and cuts and all that stuff. I get that. Okay. So the kid was hurt that way. Had the kid, like I said, had the kid really gone to the hospital and got hit by the car, I wouldn't be laughing. But I don't know, dog. It kind of seems a little bit just funny that kids are just falling out the seat, man. Let me see. Where's the seatbelts at? I don't know. The mom got locked up. Yeah, she did, man. She did. She's facing felony charges. That's what I'm saying. Should she face felony charges? Or could this just be one of these like, hey, you know what, Mom, do better. Put the kid in the back seat. Because, I mean, look, things really could have gone bad. This kid could have died. Now, I will say this. I don't know how old this mom is. I don't know if they said her age or not. I will say this, dog. Okay. My son, who turns 25 today, happy birthday. Sapo Verdes to my oldest son, 25 today. Sapo Verdes to him. Does that make me feel old? No. Like I always say, our kids, they're getting older, but us, we're getting better. My son that turns 25 today, right? I remember one time we were living in apartments and he was, I don't know, maybe about 19 months old. And I had a couch on the patio. This fool, he climbs up on the couch on the patio, and I'm not thinking he can really do much, right? I'm thinking like, okay, he's in the patio. He ain't going to go anywhere. I go inside because I'm barbecuing. I go inside to get a beer because I drank a lot more back then. Went inside to get a beer. And next thing I know, I hear him crying. And the neighbor is holding him. This dude gets up on the couch, climbs over the balcony and falls, right? Now, we lived on the bottom floor. Thank God. Thank God, Holmes. Imagine we lived on the second story or something. That taught me a huge lesson. A huge lesson. Now, had there been cameras, had there been all that stuff, could I have got locked up for, child endangerment and neglect and all that? Yeah, probably. Now, he just climbed over and fell onto some grass, and the neighbor there picked him up, and he was crying, and yeah, probably. But good gosh, dog. That's the first thing I thought. I said, damn, imagine if we lived upstairs. Good gosh. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it. I wasn't the best parent either at that time. But yeah, dog. Yeah, man. This kid falls out and she's facing some felony charges. Child endangerment. I mean, like I said, once upon a time, it was pretty common for just kids just to roll around in the car while, parents driving or whomever's driving. I used to do it when I was a little kid in the 80s, and there was that, but definitely things are different now, and people pay a lot more attention to this stuff. So yeah, dog. I mean, it's on camera. Should she be charged? I would say this, man. I would say this. Look, could things have gone bad? Could that child that died, yes, or be injured? Or I'm not going to cut her some slack, but I'm just going to say, I don't know, dog. I could see somebody just doing something stupid like that, depending, like, oh, we're just going down the street. Just jump in the front seat. We're just going to go over here real quick and not paying attention. And the kid opens the door. I don't know how far was she driving. I got no idea, but with the details there, I mean, she's facing some felony charges, and who knows? They might take her kids away from her, even if she does get out. So, let me see. What's up, Disco? What's up to everybody in here, man? Joe Hernandez. Let me see. If the baby was strapped in, the baby would have never fallen out. Maybe the baby was just strapped in just to the regular seatbelt. And obviously that's not going to work. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the baby wasn't. Yeah, gracias, man. Yeah, he's 25. I hung out with them over the weekend. So sometimes when you're thirsty, you drink a beer. I was young myself, man. The laws weren't strict back then. I said, no, they weren't. They weren't strict back then. So yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what happens with her, but I'm gonna ask you guys real quick before I move on to something else. Should she be locked up, or do you just want to give her a slap on the wrist and say, hey, do better? Because I don't know this lady. I'm thinking she learned a lesson, just like I learned a lesson back then, where it could have gone much worse. But at the same time, we don't know much about her. Who knows, man? Maybe she's completely neglectful, because we don't know, what she's really, how her mothering is. But yeah, this could have gone really, really bad. Anyway, all right. Well, there's that. Now let me get into a little bit of trucking, then I'm gonna go ahead and drop the phone number in case anybody wants to call in. But I want to talk about this in trucking real quick. All right. So for those that are not into trucking, you could tap out or bear with me. I will drop the number and we'll go ahead. We'll chop it up. So let me go ahead. Look, I don't have TikTok. I do not have TikTok. For anybody who's telling me like, hey man, get TikTok or get on Facebook, or I have an Instagram account, and that's basically just to communicate. Nothing more. I'm not interested in having any of these other platforms. Anyway, let me go ahead and play this video real quick. I'm sorry, this audio real quick.
How do you work in an industry for 30, 40, 50 years and have nothing to show for after it? When I work,
this is a young truck driver. He's a young truck driver. He's somewhere in his 20s. Okay. And he's in the spit something, which I agree and also disagree with them on.
How do you work in an industry for 30, 40, 50 years and have nothing to show for after it? When I worked at my last company, Central Transportation, I met this guy at the pump. He was in his early 50s. He was like, oh, what you doing here, young boy? Blah, you get into the money? He's like, I've been trucking for 30 years. And I'm like, it really put me in perspective. Like, you've been trucking for 30 years and you're here at Central Transportation, one of the worst LTO companies, making the same exact money as me. This guy had no wife, no kids. I asked him, like, does he do anything outside of trucking? He said, no, I just work and go home, repeat. It's like, you mean to tell me you've been doing this since you were 18 years old, back in 1962. You've been doing it for 40 plus years and you don't have nothing to show for it, no car, no house, no properties. You don't own your own fleet. Where did all your money go? And if I'm being honest,
Okay. All right. What he's saying right there, that is very, very true. Okay. Can you make some pretty good money in trucking? Yeah, you can. You can make some pretty decent money. Look, you're not gonna, be making it rain, Holmes, but you could make a pretty decent living for yourself, man, especially if you start young. However, I do find a lot of drivers that have been doing it for now. I've been doing it for 25 years. I do find a lot of drivers, man, that have been doing it for as long as I have, even longer than I have, and really don't have anything to show for it, right? Does it come down to trucking or does it come down to bad decision making? But I do run in to drivers. It's like, oh man, I've been trucking for 35 years. And I'm like, okay. And you live in an apartment? Or you don't have a place of residence? Now, if you want to live your life on the road, hey, I throw them out there. Go handle it. But do you have anything to show for it? Because what this young dude is saying, he's correct. You're over there making, 90 to 120, maybe even 130, depending on, how hard you're riding, grand a year. What do you have to show for it? After decades of doing it. Let's go.
For 40 plus years and you don't have nothing to show for it, no car, no house, no properties, you don't own your own fleet. Where did all your money go? And if I'm being honest, I can see how you can get stuck in the trucking industry. You can make 100 to 130K as a company driver. It's easy to get stuck in that because it's easy to get your CDL. Also, I'm being honest, getting your CDL is easy. I did it with my eyes closed. It's not nothing special. You go take the test, you go to school, and you pass. They teach you how to do it. Follow their instructions, you will get your CDL. There's not a lot of.
All right, let me go ahead and say this. Look, I got my CDL before. I got my CDL over 2 decades ago. Back then, the rules were different. All right, I didn't need to go to school. I didn't need to go to any program. I didn't need to do any of that. You just go take your written test, and then you go take your behind the wheel test. Now, obviously, you need to know what's up. You need to know what's going on, right? I jumped on the truck with my uncle. I was blessed to have an uncle. Shout outs to mi tío Güero. May he rest in peace. And he taught me how to drive a truck. Now, I don't mean to brag, Holmes, but I'm going to brag. I'm going to be real with you guys, dog. Trucking came easy to me. It did. All right. There's a lot of people that struggle with the test. There's a lot of people that take the behind the wheel test over and over and over. And I forgot what it was. I don't know. I'm sure the rules have changed, but once you failed it, you got to wait so long till you retake it. I passed everything the first time. All right. Like I said, I'm not saying that because I'm bragging, dog. I'm just saying that because it just came easy to me. When my uncle taught me, when I jumped on the driver's seat, shifting the gears, all that, it just came natural to me. I don't know why. Maybe I was just destined to be a truck driver, dog, when I really, really did not want to be a trucker, Holmes. I was like, hell no, I ain't gonna be no damn trucker, Look at me now, 25 years later, dog, still doing it. So he's saying it's easy. I have heard stories about schools. I have heard stories that you go, you pay your feria, and they tell you, okay, cool. Do you really want to learn? Now, I don't know this to be true. I'm just saying I've heard this from numerous of drivers. You go to some of these little ringy-dingy schools, and they say, okay, check this out. Do you want us to teach you, or do you just want to get your CDL? If you want us to teach you, it's going to take this long, as it'd be this much money. If you just want to get your CDL, just break us off a little bit, and all we're going to do is teach you enough to pass the test. That's it. And just knowing how to pass a test doesn't really mean you know how to drive a truck well.
It's easy to get stuck in that because it's easy to get your CDL. Also, I'm being honest, getting your CDL is easy. I did it with my eyes closed. It's not nothing special. You go take the test, you go to school, and you pass. They teach you how to do it. Follow their instructions, you will get your CDL. There's not a lot of careers offering you 100, 130K straight in your face without 5 years of school and 6 years of school. You know what I mean? So I see how it's easily you can get stuck in the trap of being a trucker for the rest of your life. But there's more to that. For all the people listening to me right now that want to get into the truck.
Real quick. You can get stuck in a truck for those that don't love trucking, that find out, hey, it's not for me, you can end up getting stuck in a truck. Why? Because you spend a lot of time in the truck. That's why, even if you're local, you're running 12, 14-hour days. But if you're out on the road, for you to get out of the truck, okay, usually you want to have another job lined up. In this case, it's a career switch, right? So you're leaving trucking alone. You're getting out of trucking and you're going to go somewhere else. You're not going to do any more trucking. It is very difficult to have something lined up and leave trucking. Why? Because trucking consumes a lot of time. So for you to go to school or for you to go to interviews to do something else, trucking is taking up a lot of your time for you to go seek something else other than trucking. If you just want to move to another company, that's different. You just do that sucker online and it's like, okay, are you trucking? Yeah, I'm trucking. So it's like, okay, so you're just moving from one trucking company to another trucking company. But if you're looking for a different profession, it is tough. And most truckers that quit, they realize they just have to quit trucking without having something else lined up for themselves. So some dudes get stuck in trucking, yeah.
Industry, please don't do it. Please get into something else. There's much more to this life, trucking and dying, because you have no life out of trucking. Majority of the companies have bullshit PTO. So if you do decide to take a vacation, you're not getting paid, or you're not getting PTO till your first or second year. There is no quality of life when you get into the industry. All you're doing is stuck in a truck for 12 hours a day, cramped up, getting out of shape, getting a trucker belly, stop at the truck stop, getting a bunch of snacks all day, drinking sodas and coffee. That's it. Especially,
you don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to do that. You can work out. You can leave the snacks alone. I talk about that all the time. Stop with the snacks. You don't need the snacks. When it's time to eat, eat. No snacks. You don't need snacks. When you get hungry and it's time to eat, eat. Leave the damn snacks alone. Work out, go for walks, stretch every hour, all that good stuff. You don't need to get yourself out of shape.
they stop at the truck stop, getting a bunch of snacks all day, drinking sodas and coffee. That's it. Especially if you're OTR, you only get a few days home. And a lot of the OD truckers are not going to like what I'm talking about in the comments right now because they're brainwashed. They're simply brainwashed. They've been doing it for years. But you're telling me you've been making $100K forever. A lot of these guys have been making $100K for a long time, and you have nothing to show for it. Where did your money go? Gambling, lot litters? I don't know where their money went. Please tell me, where did these truckers' money go? My goal is to get out of trucking, and I will get out of trucking. There's people that's always shaming me in the comments like, oh, that's what we all say. We thought we was going to do it for 5 years and get out of it. But yeah, you didn't stick to the plan. You got in there, bullshit, slacked off, wasted your money, and bought bullshit, wasted your money. Your money went straight down to the toilet. If I got a truck for 3-4 more years, I'll do it to sacrifice, to build and stack some bread. But I'm not doing this for the rest of my life. I'm getting in, getting my money, taking that money, investing it somewhere else, and getting out. All I'm saying is if you get into this industry, please don't get into this industry and think you're going to be locked in and doing this for the rest of your life because there's no quality of living. You're away from your family. It's a sad life. You're on the road for hours a day. It's literally a sad, depressing, draining life.
Okay. So look. Here's the thing. There are truckers and there are steering wheel holders. Okay. When he's talking about the quality of life, this dude is clearly a steering wheel holder. And that's not a shot at him. Okay. There are people like this dude that gets into trucking just for money. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Okay. Trucking is not a job. It is a career and a way of life. It will change your life. Whatever your life is today, when you become a trucker, you're going to have to make certain adaptations to your life for trucking to work for you. If you're not willing to do that, you're going to end up like this dude. And that's fine. Get into trucking and say, like, look, I'm going to be in this sucker for 5 years to rack up a little bit of feria, and then I'm out. Have your plan to enter, have your plan set to exit. He's talking about the quality of life, and it's a sad, depressing life. Yeah, if you're not a true trucker, and that's not a shot at him or anybody else. If you're not a true trucker, yeah, homie, it's a sad quality of life because you spend hours, even if you're a local driver, you spend hours upon hours upon hours. At the end of every year, most of your life was spent inside the truck. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. Is it sad? Is it depressing? Not for me, it isn't. But for guys that it's just a job to them, yeah, of course. I love it. You're talking about, oh man, it's because they've been brainwashed. No, man, it's because you're not a true trucker. That's why. And that's cool. That's cool. Not everybody is. It's a job to you. It's a way of life to others. Ain't nothing else I want to be doing, honestly. So, the reason why this video caught me is because on Instagram last year, dudes were asking me, or dudes were telling me that in 2026, they're thinking about getting into Class A and getting into trucking. And I kept telling them exactly what I'm saying now. Are you ready for your life to change? It's not just a regular job. Even if you land yourself a local job, your life is going to change for the better or for the worse. That's up to you. That's up to you. Do you want the life of a trucker? So obviously this guy doesn't. He's just looking at the feria. Cool. Look at the feria. Get in there. Get your money. Get out. Toda madre. But this thing that we're brainwashed or whatever, not Charlie, homie. For some of us, we love the life. I love the life. Take pride in the trucker life, man. It's not depressing. But all right, let's see. What are you guys saying right here? Hey, you know what? If you guys want to call in, Holmes, hold on. Let me turn on the phone. I got about 15 minutes. Hold on. Let me, I should have had this. Unprofessional, homie. Let me see. You guys want to call in? I don't care. Whatever you guys want to, if you guys want to talk about this, talk about that little toddler rolling off. Or whatever, dog. I don't even really care. But let me see. Let me turn the phone number on. Okay, before I put it on. Okay. All right. All right, we're good now. Okay, let me see. That's why I'm in the dump truck game where the guys aren't crying about it. Yeah, and that's really because a lot of dudes are over the road. So, what's up, Vic? That's right, Vic. You know what time it is, homie. Just cigarettes and coffee, homie. Cigarettes and coffee. Let me see. Truckers don't know how to make money work for you. It's hard to teach truckers a new way. They don't listen. Yeah, I think it happens with a lot. Some of the guys that get into trucking, they come from other professions. Well, they come from other things like warehousing. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I didn't even realize. I turned the phone number on, and I don't even have it posted up here in case anybody wants to call in. Let me see. Let me put the phone number up. There we go. All right. Yeah, guys go from like warehouse work to trucking. They start making a lot of money and immediately they start spending it. They upgrade their life really fast. And next thing you know, their money is just keeping up with the lifestyle that they upgraded to with the snap of a finger. And now they can't save anything. I mean, I run into truckers that guys don't have $1,000 in savings. $1,000. Or credit cards or anything. If anything, they in debt of credit cards because immediately they started making money in trucking, and next thing you know, it's like, all right, cool, we're gonna move, we're gonna buy a car, we're gonna do. I'm making some good money now, so we can afford a new car. We can, get out of this apartment, go over here and rent, and next thing you know, man, all that money is just being ate up, and now you can't save. Not to mention the divorce rate when it comes to truckers. Not to mention that. I mean, that's something else. And then next thing you know, man, now you're paying, child support. Now you're paying alimony. Now you're paying for a spot for yourself or whatever it may be. I mean, the divorce rate for truckers, man, it's up there. It's up there. Let me see. You have to find the right fit for you. Being a local driver, OTR package, next delivery, etc. I just continually, trucking is its own world. There is a whole world of trucking, right? I've been doing it for 25 years. There's certain trucking that I've never touched. I've never done hazmat. I've never done tankers. I've never done car haulers. I've never done oversize. I've never done that. I've done a lot. I've done flatbeds. I've done doubles. I've done tart lines. I've done reefer. I've done dry van. But I haven't done everything. And then there's all kinds of other things as well that goes with it. There's regional, there's, dedicated, there's OTR, there's local, there's all kinds of different things, man. So there's a lot in trucking, man. There's definitely a lot in trucking. It depends on what you're hauling. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, if you could make more money. Look, personally, I could probably make more money if I start hauling something different, but I'm good where I'm at. Shout out to those of you who are truckers. I got 20 years and counting. That's right. That's right, SD40s. That's right. Yeah, so I mean, this is growing more and more and more. A lot of guys like this that are just complaining about trucking and trying to push this narrative out there that it's a sad, depressing life and don't get into trucking and trucking's horrible. And I mean, I say it before, I said it before, I said it again. It's a life. It's a life. If you want to hold on to the life that you have and become a trucker, you're gonna bump heads. You're gonna bump heads. There's this saying, right? There's this saying. You can have anything you want, but you can't have everything that you want. All right, you can have anything you want, but you can't have everything you want. You're going to have to let go of some things to gain other things. So, and a lot of these dudes, man, getting into it, they want to hold on to the lifestyle that they have, hanging out with their homies on the weekends and, still the nightlife and going out and things of that sort. And at the same time, they realize, oh, shoot, man, I just worked 14 hours. Getting 10 hours off. I got beat up super early in the morning to go. I want to hang out, man. I want to, go play some poker or go out pool or drink some pistos and everything. Then you realize you got to work weekends at nights and stuff. Yeah, man. It's definitely a life changer. Definitely a life changer. And you got to save that feria. A lot of dudes that just upgrade their life with a snap of a finger. Next thing you know, man, it's like you just working just to keep up your lifestyle that you just upgraded so damn fast that you can't save anything. Let's see. Here's what I was taught. What feria you have left over after paying your bills, you get half, bank it, and spend the rest on what you want. What's up, Derek? St. Paul. That's right. Let's see. Another good lesson. Ask yourself, is it a want or a need? That's a damn good one. Is it a want or a need? I mean, that's what it comes down to. But again, some people just don't want to make those sacrifices, which is fine. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. But at the same time, I do agree with that youngster, because I do run into truckers that have been doing it for over 3 decades and they got nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. A lot of bad decisions in their life, mismanagement with their feria, alimony, child support. Stop having kids, Holmes. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes, man, it's like, dog, they have a kid in this state, they have a kid at that state, they're paying child support, and it's like, knock it off, homie. Knock it off. You know, I ran into a driver, back in 2023 or something like that, man. God, starting it, dog. It seemed like all this Freddie, I was going on alimony and child support from different, I think like 2 alimonies or something like that. And it was ridiculous, man. But anyway, let me play this one more time before I tap up out of here. So I got to wake up super early in the morning to go trucking. All right. So, like I said, I agree with that youngster on some things and I disagree with them. He made some good points. But apparently he's definitely not a trucker. He's a steering wheel holder. It's a job to him. That's why it's depressing to him. That's why he hates it. That's why he wants out. That's why he's telling everybody, don't get into it, because it's a sad, depressing life. When I'm saying I'll love it, and I'm sure there's others there that will love it if they get into it. Let me see. I've always been grateful to do local trucking here in SoCal, where I drive in mostly sunny weather year round and go home every night. Respects to those driving in snow and bad weather and stuff. I used to go a little bit further before. I'm somewhat local for the most part. I don't go that far anymore. But anyway, just want to go how I started this. This little toddler just falling off the ride, Holmes. Here he goes. Whoop. And what fell out with him? You guys see? Okay, look, when he falls out, something else falls out with him. Is that a baby bottle? Mom just goes, snatches him up, puts him in the ride. They're out of there. And now she's incarcerated, facing felony charges. And I'm just kind of like, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. Depending on who she is, right? Like, I could kind of see if she was just going down the street, just hurry up, throw him in the front seat, and I'm just going to roll. But at the same time, why didn't you have the doors locked? Or is that one of those rides that even if the door's locked, you can pull the handle and fall out? I don't know. Damn, that kid could have really died, man. That kid could have really died. Damn. But, oh, well. Anyway, let me see. Probably a baby blanket. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tap up out of here. Nobody called in. It's all good. Or did anybody call in? Shoot, did I turn it off? No, it's on. All right. Anyway, I got to get up out of here anyway, man. Plus, my hot cocoa is done. All right, man. Hey, you guys be good. Just want to tap in for the night. Tomorrow, if you guys are watching this live, I know on the roundtable, the last time I was on the roundtable, I had said that I was going to drop a video talking about Hollywood, a Playboy playmate, trucking and tragedy, and how all that connects. And I got busy, but I will be dropping that tomorrow. All right. I finished that video. I'll be dropping it tomorrow. If you guys are watching this live, if you guys are watching the archives, it's just the very next video. All right. So, but with that, and we will be back this Thursday with the roundtable with the crew. We got some good stuff, man. So you guys be sure to tap in. And for the roundtable. We'll be taking phone calls this time around as well. Hey, I'll leave you guys there. As always, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings. And always keep a safe distance. Blood makes you live, but loyalty makes family. Till next time, there's Ed the Troll Trucker. Over and out.